Hey everybody, it's Gail. This is Errata-Hate episode 8, and I think I said this was going to be a tool review, but I lied. It's actually a book review. This is Crochet Master Class. It was printed in 2010, and the idea behind it is that a couple of very talented crocheters, Jean Linehauser and Rita Weiss, got together and got a hold of a number of, I always want to say high-ranking members in the crochet community, but that sounds like we have a hierarchy. But people who are known masters of the art form, basically, and got a hold of them and asked them to help put together a book just showing different techniques that are considered sort of the higher end of crochet. And so there's woven crochet in here, there's hairpin lace, there's tapestry crochet, Aran crochet. I am just reading out of the table of contents. And by Aran crochet, they specifically mean working with cables. I'm seeing a lot of cables showing up in specifically Interweave Crochet magazine lately, so it's great that this is something that's been sort of sneaking into the form for a while, because again, this book is from 2010. Entrelac, Tunisian, filet crochet, double-ended crochet, fancy tassels. The bullion stitch is included, which I'm so happy about because I love that stitch, but I'm terrible at it. But the pattern is a pillow that uses it as an accent, so you don't have to run the thing the whole time. And I find most of the projects in this book to be pretty nice. I think that they're very good examples. So for Tunisian crochet, you have this adorable coat that will teach you, how Tunisian works. It's great if you're going to be, it really is a beautiful form of crochet. I have never been able to do it correctly, but you can do some really great detail-oriented stuff with it. There's also, oh, where's the other picture? I thought I marked it, and I didn't mark it. Oh, here we go. Here is the cable project, the Aran crochet, and that is a silhouette that looks good on a lot of people. I probably would not personally do the bell sleeves, but again, this is from 2010, and bell sleeves had sort of come back at that point. The funniest thing to me when I was flipping through this is that they have a little, bio of every master crocheter, and it's so odd to see people, most of them appear to be middle-aged, and it's just so odd to see that because, when you're jumping on YouTube to look up a tutorial or you're finding somebody's blog, I think crocheters are starting to age down a bit, which is really funny. I do have one complaint about this book, which is that when it's showing you, so this is the tapestry crochet section, so that's explaining to you what it is, and then they show you these examples, which are stunning. I mean, especially that Martin Luther King Jr. one. That's beautiful work. But these aren't the projects in the book. Instead, you're getting a beaded crochet tapestry bag, which is lovely. But bead crochet is also in here as a separate thing. And so I don't love that the tapestry project is beaded crochet as well. Beaded crochet is kind of a pain in the ass. Which is why it's in the book. The entire book is basically these are a pain in the ass, and we're going to show you how to do them. The other problem is, I look at this, so this is the double-ended crochet page, and I would wear this, and I would sleep under that in a second. I would love to make either of those projects, and instead, it's a baby blanket. Lovely again, but you just showed me wearables, and you talk in your opening about wearables, but you don't give me a wearable. And of course we know how I feel about wearables. I'm very pro-wearable, but I also think that by showing these examples, and there's no information about where to buy these patterns that they show you. They show you 2 or 3 examples per section. This book needed an index about where to buy the other patterns that are being featured. And so I was disappointed with that because they are, I find the patterns that they're featuring to show you what it can look like, or sometimes better than the patterns they're offering. But I have a 4-pattern rule for books. If I can flip through a book and find 4 things I want to make, I will buy the book, because the cost of the book will be about the same as buying 4 patterns separately. So it's worth it. I think, honestly, out of this, I would probably make more than half of what's in here. I'm disappointed that filet crochet is a doily. Like, so many things you could have done with that. But again, 2010, before we really started playing around with filet crochet again, as a way to have some fun. So, I do recommend it. I think it could have done a better job in setting itself up and giving you an idea of what you were actually making versus here are some pictures of things that we're not going to give you any further information about. But, you know, if you're looking to improve, I say grab it. Mine's from the library, so definitely check your library. I actually find most libraries have a pretty good craft section. So go forth and give it a shot. I'll see you guys later.